Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend, May 27th and 28th, 2017. For your Memorial Day holiday weekend starting off, it's going to be, we'll call it mostly cloudy, and we're going to have a few showers, and they're going to move through mainly our southern areas below I-78. I think that's going to have some, so a few showers are going to move in from mid to late morning through about mid-afternoon or thereabout. Maybe about 3, 4 o'clock in some other areas, but I don't think this is much of a big deal at all. Just a few sprinkles and just some very light showers. Let's go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 8 a.m. and it looks like a lot here. Let me get back to that image there. It just blew right by. Start this off at 8 a.m. It looks like a lot of precipitation with it, but it's actually a leftover mesoscale convective vortex that was affecting Indiana. This is now moving eastward, has now moved eastward overnight, and this is what's going to be left of it. Okay, and it's going to allow for a few showers. Again, this model is the looking at here is the NAM, and that is showing it pretty far north, actually, all the way up past I-78, north of I-78. And then all the way down to the to northern Maryland here with some of these showers. Now this is a composite radar, so composite radar sometimes can be a little bit overdone, and it looks more than what it will actually be. So I don't think this is going to be a real big deal this far north, and looks like just further south you could have a few isolated showers. Few isolated scattered showers moving across southern PA into central New Jersey, central southern New Jersey, and Delaware. This is 4 p.m. and this is when it's finally ending and kicking out of here. But the newer guidance, as we look at the high resolution rapid refresh model, this is 9 a.m. Same complex that we were looking at moving eastward, but look what this does. Doesn't really do too much. It kind of stays, this one stays south of I-78 and doesn't really produce much of any shower activity, and keeps it further south along more like I-76, the Pennsylvania Turnpike. So that would be a better estimate of where those showers would fall. So we'll see what happens. But either way, it looks like Saturday, the entire day is not going to be a washout by any means. It's just light showers, more of a nuisance, and it will be like like a mid to late morning start and ending mid afternoon or thereabout, give it anywhere from 2 to 4 p.m. But this is not looking like a big deal across the region, and you're only looking at a window of about 4 hours or thereabout that you could have maybe 4 or 5 hours. You have an opportunity for a shower to move through. So I don't want to think this is going to ruin anybody's weekend plans to start off, but the global models show that as well. Again, mainly south of I-78 with those showers, and then that moves out of here. So the afternoon looks fine once we get rid of it. I mean, once you get past mid-afternoon onward, it stays mostly cloudy, but at least it's dry at that point. And then elsewhere across our northern tier, I don't want to let those guys out. Partly to mostly cloudy skies across parts of most of northeastern PA from all the way from Scranton over to State College and Williamsport. So it should be dry up there. Pretty confident that it stays dry up there. Of course, I could be eating crow again this time tomorrow if this ends up coming a little bit further north, but I really don't think it will, just on current observations. Then we're going to get a Sunday. Sunday also has an opportunity for rain, but it's not going to come until we get into the evening hours and maybe even just the overnight hours. Here's a look at this system that's moving in from the west, but this image right here is showing all the precipitation between 2 and 8 p.m. on Sunday, and you see our coverage area is completely dry. So that would indicate to me that this system is not going to come in until after 8 p.m., but it's more likely going to be closer to midnight, like late evening and midnight, somewhere in that time frame, where we get these showers come through. And this is along a cold front, and then once this moves through, you could have a leftover shower or two early Monday morning, which is Memorial Day Monday, of course, and then it will be giving way to clearing, partial clearing here in the afternoon, and you can see that here. Once that front clears, you're going to get a partial clearing here later in the afternoon on Memorial Day. So again, all 3 days, no washout to speak of all 3 days. Again, we have the light stuff kind of moving through our southern areas, maybe central and southern areas today with those lighter showers, just more of a nuisance for maybe a 4 or 5 hour window and not that entire time. Sunday looks like the entire day is dry until you get to the mid to late evening hours and you have some rain moving through, just some rain that comes through overnight. And then Monday starts off with maybe a few showers, but then that gets a lot better too. So not really, all in all, not really too bad for this entire weekend. Not bright sunshine and hot like some would want it, but at the same time, not a complete washout either. So we get into Tuesday, have an opportunity for along a reinforced cold front, a cold front that is a reinforcing cold front. They have an opportunity for a few interior locations, a few scattered showers possible later on Tuesday, and then that will move through overnight further east with a few light showers. And then looks like here on Wednesday, it should be a mostly dry day. Still can't rule out an isolated shower for some locations. And then when we get to the end of the week here, this frontal boundary will sit off to the south here. We're going to everything off to the south. High pressure is going to move in, and that means Thursday goes to a partly cloudy day. And then we get to Friday, high pressure is almost sitting right over top of the Great Lakes. Everything is off to the south. This is all blocking any moisture from coming north. And here's Friday, mostly sunny. So temperature-wise, we should be somewhere near normal. As after we get past this weekend, we're going to be maybe slightly below this weekend, but once we get past this weekend, we get kind of near hanging around normal for this time of year is what normal or average highs are for this time of year. I think once we get from Memorial Day onward, it's just a matter of how much cloud cover hangs around that kind of keeps the sun out or keeps the sun behind the clouds, and that limits the temperatures. So we'll see. Looks like overall this weekend is not too bad as far as rain. If you have any outdoor plans, it won't be the best weekend, like I said, but it won't be the worst either. It could be a lot worse. So we had nonstop rain going all 3 days. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for the weekend, May 27th and 28th, 2017. Have a great Saturday and Sunday, and happy Memorial Day.